Today we will discuss sales strategy and how to formulate these. How to increase sales. What is sales process in detail? What is sales strategy in detail? Why sales strategy important? How to formulate sales strategy. What sales initiative important to increase sales? Now, what is the sales process? A sales process is a repeatable, well-structured sequence of actions a salesperson takes to convert prospects into customers. The most effective sales processes have between 5 to 7 steps, like prospecting, qualifying, approaching, presenting, objection handling, closing, and following up. We will focus on the 7-step sales process, as it covers more essentials than the 5-step process. The 7 steps of the sales process. Here are the 7 steps of selling processes to move a customer along the sales funnel: prospecting, making contact and qualifying, uncovering customer needs, making product, service presentation, uncovering and handling objections, closing, following up. Now, look at this sales process flowchart with the 7 steps. It illustrates how a typical sales cycle works. Prospecting is to search and find potential customers. Also called lead generation, it's the first step to starting relationships with existing or new customers. There are 2 types of lead generation: qualified prospects and cold prospects. A qualified prospect is someone who expressed interest in your company, for example, who subscribed to a newsletter. Express interest by subscribing to newsletters, call customer care, call and ask your customer support, or care a question, or inquire by mail, or comment on social media posts, or by chat plugin, send inquiries, by mail, or through website, or social media, who opened an email sent by your company earlier, who visited your website, and mentioned a key phrase relevant to your business on social media. Those who downloaded a lead magnet, example, a business guide. Cold prospects, those who haven't expressed any interest. For cold prospecting, salespeople search for information from sources like company news analysis from a website, annual reports, blogs, etc., know who is decision makers, and interview them, know who is an influencer, who supports the decision maker, and arrange a meeting with him. Research company profiles, analyze company-related content via third-party resources. Also, do social media research, research the company's products, and analyze these products' relevance to your business. The information from any of these resources could prove helpful to qualify, and later add the leads to your sales process in an Excel sheet that contains various information about prospects. Making contact and qualifying. The next step of the sales process is to contact the qualified prospects of your choice, to evaluate their real potential. Inquire prospects for needs, products or solutions they require. Goals. What is goals? Like reducing cost, increasing productivity, reducing cycle time or want for their new product. Authority to buy. Who will delete the demand? Who will approve this? And who is the final buying authority? Ability to buy, like how much quantity they require, when they require, and in how many batches they require, etc. Now understand if the lead is a good fit for your business. What are good qualifying questions to ask? How will you inquire about the prospect? Prepare a list of questions to qualify the prospects as per your company profile, and ask a few questions for more information, like, what issue are you currently facing? What solutions and strategies have you tried in the past? What are you hoping to achieve with a new product or service? What would be the outcome if you didn't solve the problem? Do you have any requirements for working together? Answer the query of prospects while asking the questions. Listen to their priority like cost, quality, or delivery on time. While listening to the prospects, look for clues, notice their interest, cost, need, the urgency of the product, and also points indicating their potential. Arrange meetings with prospects, either physical meetings or online meetings. Try live chat on Zoom, MS Team, Google Meet, etc. Now, assign a grade to prospects, cold, standby, or hot, based on the received information. Step 1. Add a chat plugin to your store, website to connect with your visitors. Step 2. Answer questions and talk to your customers in real time. Step 3. Close more sales and track how live chat helps your business. Uncovering customer needs. Get into a sincere conversation with qualified prospects. To encourage the prospect to share, ask open-ended questions. And get ready to listen, never interrupt unless absolutely necessary. Since this stage is somewhat like a second stage, so ensure that this stage also involves in your sales process. If a salesperson takes the stage away from the prospect, they are not learning about the customer needs, not raising issues that the prospect might be experiencing, risking missing customers' concerns and buying clues, making it more difficult for them to convince the prospect to buy. Make a checklist of key areas you want to explore to prepare your questions for the sales presentation. While making a checklist, consider such questions as, what are the needs, challenges of my customer? How can my product, service help them meet these needs or overcome challenges? How will my product, service make them more competitive? How can I communicate these benefits to my customer in a way that makes them realize the value of my product? During the conversation, verify your understanding of the prospect's needs by summarizing their answers. After a prospect answers your question, briefly recap their response. Making a product, service presentation. A product or sales presentation is a meeting where you share the benefits, advantages, and use cases with potential customers. It is customer-specific approach. Now share this presentation, in person, via email, phone, or live chat, depending on customer preferences. During the presentation, restate the main goals of the customer. Based on this, the customer decides whether to really listen during the first several minutes. The first sentences you say affect your ability to make the sale. Next, focus on the benefits that matter the most to the potential customer. Describe main product, service features as ways to achieve customers' goals. Explain how your product will help the customer become more competitive. Using case studies to explain to attain specific results, which is something that customers could be interested in. Mention your company's reviews during sales presentations. They increase customer trust. Uncovering and handling objections. This sales process step is about responding to customer questions and objections after the presentation. Being prepared is key to convincing the customer to make a deal. The most common objections may be, it's too expensive. Handle price-related objections by demonstrating the value for the money. We never heard about your company. Counter a lack of trust by doubling down on the value your product, company gives. We don't need this product right now. Turn this objection into an opportunity to impress the customer by giving specific reasons for how they can benefit. We're not planning to solve this problem now. Handle this by asking them for more details and finding reasons why delaying a solution could be risky. If we require customization in your product, immediately talk with the engineering or the design team for the solution, and if agree, get the timeline or do not agree with the customer for the required customization. Address their quality concern. Address their delivery-related issues like transportation, on-time delivery, etc. Objections are a part of the selling processes in every industry. So, learning how to handle them is a must-have skill for making sales. Best-rated books to learn persuasion, The Sales Magnet, How to Get More Customers Without Cold Calling by Kendra Lee. Objections occur during every sales cycle and might make you struggle to find answers. In this case, try to reschedule your sales meeting to get all the answers for the customer. Plan and anticipate objections. With customer segmentation, you can learn more about the needs and goals of your customers and be better prepared during the presentation. Closing, as Alec Baldwin's character in Glengarry Glen Ross said, always be closing. This means obtaining the commitment to purchase by getting interested, attention, and decision from the potential customer. Handle objections. The way you handled the objections will prove critical. If you did a great job, then you silence the doubts about your offer. Scheduled meetings, and the customer is likely to commit. Ask these questions to determine the prospect's true interest. Seems like our product or service can help your business. What do you think? Win commitment. If we make a deal today, I can reassure you that we'll deliver on a special request from the prospect. What do you say? Alternate benefits. If you're interested in our product or service, you can start with benefit example A and benefit B by the agreed date or timeline. How does that sound? Have I done enough to convince you that our product or service is the right fit for you? Hesitation. If the prospect is not interested in your offer, a closing question makes it easier for them to end the conversation. But if they recognize the value of your product, the question could push the prospect to make a decision. Still, see hesitation from the prospect? These might help. What timeline can you give me for your decision? What will it take me to win your business? Let's work out the concerns you have and get started with your approval right here. I can give you a delivery date for your new product. Would you like to sign right now? Won't you be glad to have a product and start using it as soon as tomorrow? Future prospects, if not agreed, get some minor agreements before asking these questions. You will make it easier to get a yes. Follow-up with the customer is always necessary because, in the fifth follow-up, we have the probability of 80% lead conversion to our potential customer. Following up, the final step in the sales process is contacting the buyer after they made a purchase. It is the beginning of your business's relationship with the customer, which ideally should be long-lasting and positive. To ensure such a relationship and make the customer loyal, follow up on every interaction. By doing so, you will discover potential issues and serve customers better. Sales strategy. A sales strategy is a set of decisions, actions, and goals that inform how your sales team positions the organization and its products to close new customers. It acts as a guide for sales reps to follow, with clear objectives regarding sales processes, product positioning, and competitive analysis. The most important component of choosing and implementing your sales strategy is your customer. For this reason, a sales strategy shouldn't be one size fits all. Every customer is different, therefore, different organizations should draw up and implement different strategies. Increase online sales through social media. Become a thought leader. Prioritize inbound sales calls as hot leads. Properly research and qualify prospects. Implement a free trial. Don't shy from cold calling. Offer a demonstration of the product. Be willing to adapt your offering. Provide a personalized, clear end result. Close deals with confidence. Nurture existing accounts for future selling opportunities. Implement a free trial. Offering a free trial or freemium version of your product is a highly effective way to convert prospects. HubSpot's sales strategy report found that free trials were 76% effective, followed by a freemium option with 69% effective in turning prospects into paying customers. Free trials give potential customers the opportunity to test your product out before committing. You can place restrictions on your free version, like limited features or usage caps. Free trials also help build brand loyalty and expand your customer base. Prospects that have a positive experience using the free version will be more likely to convert to the paid version. Don't shy from cold calling. In sales, cold calling is unavoidable. But it doesn't have to be miserable. Have your sales team practice cold calls on one another before making actual calls. It'll boost their confidence and get them comfortable with the script. Increase online sales through social media. Today, 9 out of 10 retail businesses are active on at least 2 social platforms. With the data on your side, increasing online sales through social media is attainable with some creative thinking and strategic planning. Although it may be tempting to jump on the hottest social media trend or go where your competitors are, that probably won't be your best choice. Time is of the essence, and you'll want to build your pipeline as efficiently as you can. So, be diligent about figuring out where your target customers are spending their time and meet them where they are most active. Keep in mind that your tone and voice may need to adjust to the platform so that you can connect with your audience. Become a thought leader. Sharing your advice, tried and true best practices, and niche expertise are some of the most long-lasting ways to build your personal brand and lend more credibility to your organization. It's better to help people by offering solutions to their problems. Thought leadership is one of the most effective tools an organization can use to demonstrate its value to customers during a tough economy, even more so than traditional advertising or product marketing. Before you plan a spree of LinkedIn posts to drive leads, consider who your audience is, what they need to know, and how your organization can help. Prioritize inbound sales calls as hot leads. There's the age-old question, should I discuss product pricing with a prospect on the first sales call? The honest answer is, it depends. You and your sales team know your process front and back, and if you've seen success with pitching with pricing first, last, or somewhere in between, stick with what's working for you. In addition to that, your team should always prioritize those prospects who call into sales first. These hot leads are definitely interested in what you have to sell and want to know enough information about how it will benefit them before they make a decision. Properly research and qualify prospects. To ensure your team is selling to the right type of customer, encourage them to research and qualify prospects before attempting to discuss your product. They will find that more work on the front end can lead to smoother closing conversations later on. Outline the criteria a prospect should meet to qualify them as a high-probability potential customer. This should be based on a prospect's engagement history and demographics. Offer a demonstration of the product. Pitching can be the make or break moment in a sales strategy. Study the elements of a successful sales pitch and demonstrate to prospects how they'll benefit from making the purchase. Have your team practice amongst themselves, too. Better yet, test your presentations on a few loyal customers and gather their feedback. Provide a personalized, clear end result. When customers come to your business, they aren't necessarily looking for a product or service, they're looking for their desired end result. These customers want to purchase a means to improve their own operation, or simply improve their strategies with the help of your offering. After you explain your product or service offering, you have to personalize the benefits to each client in a way that's valuable to them. If you're selling customer service software to a small business that has no experience with one, it's your job to educate them on its use in the setting of a small business, not to manage hundreds of employees in larger ones. By doing so, they will have an easier time seeing how they can use it and spend less time debating what they'll use it for. By painting a clear picture of the end result, your customer will be able to see the value of the purchase and feel more inclined to accept the offer. Be willing to adapt your offering. In sales conversations, you should expect to come across clients with unique demands. It's only natural when working with companies of different structures and needs. Instead of saying you won't or you can't, make sure your sales strategy is adaptable to accommodate the customer's desire. Close deals with confidence. How you close a sale is just as important as how you start the conversation. Encourage clear, concise, and firm closing techniques to ensure your sales team sets the right expectations and delivers on their promises. Keeping a list of proven, go-to-closing techniques will help salespeople routinely win deals. Such techniques can include the now or never close. If you commit now, I can get you a 20% discount, or the question close, in your opinion, does what I am offering to solve your problem? Available for free is our downloadable sales closing guide to improve your closing techniques and to close deals with confidence. Nurture existing accounts for future selling opportunities. Once a deal is done, there's no need for a sales strategy, right, wrong. Account management is an incredibly important part of the sales process, encouraging loyal, happy customers, and leveraging cross-selling and upselling opportunities. After your sales team sees success with the sales strategy, go the extra mile and form a partnership between your sales team and customer service success teams. By ensuring customers' continued satisfaction with your product or service, they will be more inclined to do business with your company again and even advocate for it. Inbound versus outbound sales methodology. In addition to upselling and cross-selling, there are two important types of sales methodologies, inbound and outbound. In outbound sales, the legacy system of most sales teams, companies base their sales strategy on seller actions. They rely on manually entered data to monitor the sales pipeline and coach their salespeople, and they run sales and marketing independently, creating a disjointed experience for buyers. In inbound sales, the modern methodology for sales teams, companies base their sales process on buyer actions. They automatically capture seller and buyer data to monitor the pipeline and coach salespeople. And they align sales and marketing, creating a seamless experience for buyers. In the past, buyers suffered through evaluating a product and deciding whether to buy it using only the information provided to them by the seller. Today, all of the information needed to evaluate a product is available online, and buyers are no longer dependent on the seller. If today's sales teams don't align on the modern buyer's process and fail to add value beyond the information already available to them, then they'll have no reason to engage with a sales team. Inbound sales benefits buyers at each stage of the buyer process: awareness, consideration, and decision. Not sure how to get started with inbound selling, every sales team should have a sales strategy plan outlining its goals, best practices, and processes designed to align the team and create consistency. How to build a sales strategy. To build a comprehensive sales plan, develop organizational goals. Setting goals is a no-brainer for most sales teams. Otherwise, how else will you know you're executing the right activities to deliver the best results? One key factor to note when developing sales goals is to avoid doing it in a silo. Get input from stakeholders across the organization, since every department is held accountable to the company's bottom line. Each goal should be specific and measurable, such as, to sell 150% of the projected sales quota in Q2. This helps reduce confusion when it's time to review the goals to see what worked and what didn't. Create a customer profile that is tailored to a specific product offering. Profile of the target customer, a buyer persona, including their company size, psychographics, and buying process. The product offering should outline the product benefits and features, with emphasis on those that solve the target customer's pain points. Hire, onboard, and compensate sales team members adequately. Developing a list of criteria and attributes for sales managers to screen for when interviewing candidates is essential to recruiting and retaining top talent. The next step is to develop a training and onboarding program that will prepare them to start selling effectively and efficiently, followed by a compensation and rewards plan that will motivate them to continue performing. Create a plan to generate demand. A detailed plan for how to target potential customers in order to increase awareness of your offering, such as using paid social acquisition channels, creating ebooks and hosting webinars, hosting events, etc. Measure individual and team performance. Time to track. Once the infrastructure is set up, create a procedure for tracking performance on the individual, team, and company levels. This measurement can take the form of quarterly KPIs, weekly dashboards, monthly reviews, or some combination of all three. This section should also highlight the specific metrics that the team should focus on. Track sales activities. Optimize your processes and practices for growth in the future. Even if you're just getting started setting benchmarks for the team, write those down and track your progress toward them. You should track everything from the sales presentation to closing techniques. If you'll be publishing some thought leadership content or even sourcing leads from social media, ensure that any link you share is trackable with a UTM parameter. Sales initiatives. Businesses should always be looking for ways to innovate their approach to sales. Here are some creative things sales representative and teams can do on their own to jumpstart their performance, stand out from the competition, and boost team productivity. Refresh your buyer personas regularly. Buyer personas inform all kinds of activity at your business, including who your marketing and sales teams pursue as customers. However, as things in the market and at your company shift, your buyer personas can become out of date, which can cause your sales team's work to become stagnant and ineffective. Work with your marketing team to refresh your buyer personas to best equip your sales team for prospecting and outreach. Actively align sales and marketing. Speaking of marketing, create and honor a service level agreement, SLA, between your sales and marketing teams. This agreement will detail how each team can support each other, contribute to the other's goals, and honor boundaries in a way that still moves prospects toward conversion. Use a CRM. Successful sales teams and strategies require the right tools. HubSpot all-in-one CRM eliminates manual work and streamlines your sales activity and data. It also keeps your sales team up to date about all relevant activity with your prospects, an important transparency factor that helps motivate and align your team. Listen to your prospects. Just because prospects aren't customers doesn't mean they can't provide valuable feedback. As you move prospects through their sales funnel and when they drop off, ask for candid feedback about their experience with your team and products. You may learn something that can help convert them or your next prospect. Invest in sales development and team building. The very best sales teams not only align with customers, but also with their coworkers. Sales is a difficult career and can lead to burnout without proper encouragement and camaraderie. Invest in sales development and team building activities to keep your sales team feeling satisfied and supported. Treat sales as a science, not an art. How to increase sales. One powerful way to increase sales is to increase leads. The more people who have access to your point of sales system or place of business means more people have the possibility of buying from you and increasing your profits. Here are 4 ways to generate more leads to boost sales and increase profits. Clearly define your customer. First, you need to know who you're targeting. Who is the person who would most likely buy your product and buy it immediately? Create an avatar of that customer. Ask yourself specific questions about them. How old are they? Are they male or female? Do they have children? How much money do they make? What are they interested in? What are their priorities? Knowing the answers to these questions will help you create more accurate messaging around your product and target the right audience in your marketing efforts. Identify the problem you're trying to solve. When you're sure you have a clear understanding of your ideal customer, their pain points, and their desires, then you can understand how you can help. What problem does your product or service solve? How does it address the pain point of your customer? If you have identified your customer correctly, and know how your product helps solve their problem, they'll buy it from you. If, however, the customer you have defined doesn't have this problem, they won't buy your product. All great success and all great fortunes come from serving people with what they want and are willing to pay for better than someone else. By adopting a help rather than sell mindset, you can understand how to serve people better and provide incredible customer service. Try the 100 calls method. If fear of rejection is what's keeping you from starting sales conversations, reach out to 100 customers as fast as possible, either by phone call or personalized email. The goal is to practice talking to people, not necessarily to see results, though that may happen. When you do this, you'll not only become fearless of picking up the phone, but you'll also learn how people respond to your pitch and become a better salesperson because of it. Just be sure not to sacrifice the quality of the call just to check it off your list. You never know who could turn into a paying customer. Utilize ads. Sometimes it makes sense to spend money in order to make money, but it doesn't have to take a lot. With the right ad, even a small budget can be effective and increase leads. You just have to know who your audience is, where you want to reach them, and for how long. Consider Google, Facebook, and Instagram ads, depending on where your customer is at. When utilizing ads as part of your strategy to increase sales, it's a good idea to run tests. Ad tests will help you learn the process of creating ads, help you better understand your audience, and ensure your budget is put to good use. Increase sales by connecting with your customers. Establishing trust with your customers is key to ultimately persuading them to purchase what you're selling. Even in an increasingly virtual world, there are many ways to connect with your customers, establish trust, and gain influence. Here are 3 ways to improve sales by connecting with your customers. Utilize social media. Social media is a free space where you can connect with your customers daily. If your customer is using social media, you need to be using social media. This will keep you top of mind when they consider what they want or need to buy. As you use social media posts, such as photos, videos, and captions, be sure to provide valuable information, avoid talking at your customers, and instead try to teach them or explain something to them that is in line with what your product or service is all about. You can also use social media as a space to show proof that your product or service actually works, such as before and after stats, photos, or testimonials, as well as videos of the product or service at work. Don't forget to respond to comments and answer questions. This is an amazing way to help sell to new leads. Promote insider information. Everyone loves a good deal, and when they feel like they have the inside scoop on an upcoming sale, or receive early access, your customers will develop greater trust in and loyalty to your business. They may even buy more because of it. This doesn't only go for sales and special offers. Keep current and repeat customers in the loop with upcoming launches and business news too, and soon, they'll develop a vested interest in the business. Maintain relationships. Once a customer, always a customer. This should be your motto if you want to learn how to increase sales in business. Once a customer has purchased your product, it should not be the end of your interaction with them. Focus on maintaining a strong relationship with your customer by making them feel valued so that they stick around and get others to become customers as well. A forever customer will do more for your business than 10 one-time customers. Implement a referral program. Everyone wants to feel appreciated, and a great way to make your customers feel valued is to reward them for referring their friends and family members. Use future discounts, rewards points, freebies, special access, etc. to incentivize current customers to hold the flag for you. Not only will this help maintain your relationship with your customers, but it will also help you gain new leads who are more likely to purchase because they received a direct referral, all without any additional effort on your part. Increase sales by providing value. At the end of the day, you're selling something that provides value to someone else in some way, shape, or form. If your potential customers don't know what that value is, they won't buy from you. By highlighting why and how your product offers value, you can boost sales and also inspire confidence. This is how to sell a product. Offer a freebie. One way to help potential customers see the value your business provides is to give them something really great, for free. Freebies are a great way to build trust with warm leads who aren't quite ready to purchase your actual product. After they get a preview of what you offer, they will be much more likely to buy. This freebie can be a taste of your actual product or service, or it can be something that supplements it. Whatever your freebie is, ensure it is valuable in and of itself. This is how you earn the trust of your leads, get them excited for what's next, and drive an actual sale. Sell the benefit, not the product. People don't buy products, they buy the results that the product will give. Remembering the help, not sell mentality when marketing and selling your product or service will help you focus on its benefits. When you seek to first help others, it comes across as more genuine rather than pushy and just looking to make a quick buck. Plus, it reminds your customers of the value your product or service provides. Increase sales by presenting the product effectively. Presenting your product effectively will help you increase sales by increasing conversion rates, the rate at which you convert leads into paying customers. Your conversion rate, convert leads into paying customers, is the measure of the effectiveness of your sales efforts. In order to help drive conversion rates, you need to work on developing your pitch in a clear, effective way. Here's how to do that. Develop your competitive advantage. The odds are good that you're not the only one selling your specific product or service. So it's critical to be able to explain the benefits or results your customers will receive from purchasing your product or service that they will not get when purchasing the product or service of your competitor. In order to develop your competitive advantage, you need to know what else is out there. What are your competitors' claims? What are the benefits they're selling? How is what you're offering different? You should be able to express why people should choose your product or service over others on the market if you want to be growing sales. Pick the right price. The price you set for your product or service is important. Not only does it affect your profits, but it also affects the perceived value of what you're offering. Before you determine it, you need to fully understand the costs associated with producing the product and get a feel for what your ideal customer would be willing to pay for it. You also need to know what your competitors are charging for similar products or services. One of the best sales strategies is to beat your competitor's price. However, you also have to make money. If you can make your product seem superior to your competitors, you may be able to charge a higher price. Keep this in mind and use it to help you set the perfect price. Make sure your messaging is clear. Clarity is critical. Pick 1 to 2 key benefits that your product offers and state them clearly in all the content that is part of your sales and marketing strategy. This will ensure the story you're telling about your product is aligned across all of your marketing channels and your customers know exactly what it is you're selling. Market content on multiple channels. Use creative ways to improve your advertising and promotional efforts to reach new customers. There are so many mediums out there, including Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, email, blogs, podcasts, even traditional print materials such as magazines and newspapers, that can get your message and product out to the right audience. Increase the number and size of transactions. You already know that it is important to retain your customers and maintain your relationships with them, so once you have them, how do you get them to buy from you again? This is an important question to ask yourself when developing a sales strategy plan. If you can increase the frequency of purchase by 10%, you can increase your sales and thus profits by the same percentage. Stay top of mind. How did your customers find you in the first place? Do you have their email? Do they follow you on social media? Did you meet face to face? However it was they found you, continue to use that method of communication to stay top of mind. Send out regular emails with offers, highlighted products, or helpful information. Continue to post consistent content on your social media accounts. Call them up to check in and see if there is anything else they need or how they're enjoying their purchase. You want to be the first business they think of when they need what you sell. Overcoming objections in sales. To the seasoned sales professional, though, an objection is an opportunity goldmine. An objection means a buyer is engaged. A potential customer is actually considering your business proposal. Overcoming sales objections is the key to making the sales. Here are some tips and tricks that will help you close. Objection: you're too expensive. Solution: continue the conversation. Competition is usually a part of business. Maybe your product or service really is higher in price than that of your competitor. But should that stop you? No. So don't let that be the end of the conversation. Objection: give me more. Solution: present the facts. Many customers want the perfect combination of exceptional quality, wonderful service, and low prices all handed to them on a silver platter. We all know it is extremely difficult to provide the lowest possible price while simultaneously achieving the greatest quality and the greatest customer service. Highlight your strengths. Have a clearly articulated reason in your back pocket that clearly explains what makes you better than your competitors. Highlight to your customers what they will receive and why it is, in fact, so great. In other words, sell the value that your product will bring to them. Objection: your product doesn't meet our needs. Solution: see things from the client's perspective. Empathy is a powerful tool when overcoming a sales objection. You may be a great salesperson and you may be able to sweet talk a prospect into buying once or even twice, but in the end, if your product isn't meeting the people's needs, they will go elsewhere. Pause to evaluate the mindset of your prospective customers. The main takeaway here is that when you truly see through your client's eyes, you can customize your approach. You'll begin making points that speak to both their emotions and the logical part of their brains. Objection: I don't want to change. Solution: reshape the customer's fearful mindset. Show the potential buyer that you have a proven track record of tangible success. And give them numbers to latch onto. Point out your past successes and demonstrate why you are reliable and dependable. This approach will go a long way. Facts speak volumes, and they're essential to overcoming sales objections. Overcoming sales objections may take practice, but your skills will improve over time. Never panic, because it certainly isn't necessary to lower your price to get the sale. The simple act of customizing your approach will put you on the path toward negating future objections before they even occur. Apply increasing savings. In order to get your customers to buy more, consider applying discounts to larger purchases, such as free shipping on orders over $100. When promoting a sale, consider offering an increased amount off on larger purchases, i.e., 15% off orders of $250 or more and 25% off orders of $500 or more. The more they spend, the more discount they receive. Look for opportunities to upsell customers. You should continually be looking for ways to upsell customers so that they buy more each time. What products or services will complement what they are already purchasing? Once you prove your value and have loyal customers, they will likely say yes to you more and more. Raise your prices. In some cases, raising your prices is a viable option that could help generate more sales, after trying many of the other sales tactics on this list. You should thoroughly analyze your costs, compare your prices to your competition, and understand the demand for your product or service first as well. In many situations, though, you can raise your prices by 5 or 10% without experiencing any market resistance. If your products and services are of good quality and your people are friendly and helpful, a small increase in your overall prices will not drive your customers away. Increase sales by investing in yourself. Improving your ability to sell and convert interested prospects into paying customers is one of the most important things you can do to boost sales. There are many parts of the selling process, and improving in even one of them can have a dramatic impact on your results. Attend sales trainings. Some people are naturally good at selling. They can easily connect with a customer, find common ground, understand their desires, and persuade them to purchase their product. These skills don't come easily to everyone, though. In fact, the majority of salespeople have to learn, practice, and hone these skills over time to become successful. Even if you've worked hard to become the salesperson you are today, you're never done learning. Sales training can open your mind to new opportunities others have seen success with, allow you a chance to network with other creative salespeople, and even generate new leads or partnerships. Learn how to negotiate. At some point in your sales journey, you're going to run into someone who wants a lower price or additional benefit, or a situation where you'll have to compromise. Learning how to negotiate can not only help you improve your relationship with your customers, but can also help you drive more sales. The best negotiators look out for their customers' best interests and find a solution that works for both parties. Develop a prospecting strategy. The best salespeople have a plan to develop the highest quality and quantity of prospects that can and will buy within a reasonable period of time. Prospecting is an essential part of successful sales strategies and something you need to prioritize if you want to increase sales. With these 21 sales strategies, you will be well on your way to growing sales and increasing profits. Let me know what you think and what your best sales strategy is in the comments below. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe the channel, like and share the video.
वीडियो में कैसे सेल को इम्प्रूव करना है व कैसे सेल स्ट्रेटजी बनानी है, आप इन सभी स्ट्रेटजी को अपने कार्य में आजमाइएगा जरूर।